objective for this lecture 3 is mainly focused on to solving the problems based on the fundamentals of mass transfer, that is especially concentration, velocities and fluxes. Let's start. Now we move on to problem number 1. So this problem can be solved by using the basic mass transfer concept. The problem is the molecular weights of two components A and B of the gas mixture are 24 and 28 respectively. The molecular weight of the gas mixture is found to be 30 if the mass concentration of the mixture is 1.2 kg per meter cube. Determine the following, that is molar fraction, mass fraction and total pressure if the temperature of the mixture is 290 Kelvin. So first we have to write the given data. So the given data are molecular weight of the species A is equal to 24. In the same way, the molecular weight of the species B is 28 and the molecular weight for the mixture is 30. Further, the density of the mixture is 1.2 kg per meter cube. Then the temperature of the mixture is 290 Kelvin. Let's we have to solve this problem. So before go to the solving the problem, the students are instructed to write the formulas for calculating molar fraction, mass fraction and total pressure in a separate sheet. Then only they can able to follow the procedure. Now I'll go through this slide for solving the first unknown parameter, that is molar fraction. So what is the formula for calculating molar fraction? There are only two formulas are available for calculating the molar fraction. One formula, the molar fraction of the species A is equal to XA is equal to CA by C. The another formula is PA by P. But here for this condition we took this formula, that is CA by C. In the same way, the molar fraction for the species B is equal to, that is XB is equal to CB by C. But here C will represent the molar concentration of the mixture. CA and CB will represent the molar concentration for the species A and B. But at this condition we don't know all these three parameters. So we have to calculate all these three things, then only we can able to calculate the molar fraction, that is XA, then XB. So to calculate first C, what is C? That is the molar concentration for the mixture. So how to calculate the molar concentration for the mixture means, there we have three formulas are available for calculating molar concentration for the mixture. So that is C is equal to Ca plus Cb, that is one formula. The another formula is P by GT, that is also available for calculating C. The third formula is based on mass concentration relationship, that is rho by m. So using the concepts, that is rho by m, we are here evaluating the we are evaluating the term molar concentration for the mixture. So the molar concentration for the mixture C is equal to Ca plus Cb, but we don't know Ca and Cb, but we know the another formula is rho by m. Rho is mass concentration for the mixture, m is molecular weight. Both the values are given in the problem. So rho is 1.2, m is 30. So the answer for C, that is molar concentration for the mixture, is 0.04. So now for further evaluation for unknown parameters, we formulate one equation, that is C is equal to, or Ca plus Cb is equal to 0.04 and make it equation number 1. Right. Now we move on to what is the formula for calculating Ca and Cb. Then only we can able to find Xa and Xb. So now I try to find Ca and Cb. So what is Ca? That is molar concentration for the species A. So the molar concentration for species A is equal to Ca is equal to rho A by Ma. So rho A is mass concentration of the species A and Ma is molecular weight of the species A. So if you rearrange this term, so rho A is equal to Ma into Ca. So I rearranged it and write it here. So in the same way, molar concentration for species B, it can be written as Cb is equal to rho B by Mb and cross multiply the term, and rho B is equal to Mb into Cb. So I convert it from this formula, I will get these two relationship. So here rho A and rho B are mass concentration of the species A and mass concentration of the species B. So with the help of these two formulas only, we can able to find Ca and Cb. How? Let's discuss in the next slide. So we know mass density or mass concentration from the previous slide, that is rho A is equal to Ma into Ca. So here Ma is molecular weight, that its value is 24, that is given in the problem itself. So 24 times of Ca. So mass concentration of species A is equal to 24 into Ca. In the same way, rho B is equal to Mb into Cb. Here Mb is 48, that is molecular weight of species B is 48 into Cb. Right. Now, for any mixture, as per the summation rule, the density of the mixture is equal to rho A plus rho B. So rho A, instead of rho A, substitute 24 into Ca. For rho B, substitute 48 into Cb. Okay, right. So rho, what is rho? That is called as mass concentration or the density of the mixture. It is given in the problem itself. Its value is 1.2 kilogram per meter cube. So it will give one more equation. The equation is numbered as 2. We already derived the equation 1, that is Ca plus Cb is equal to 0.04. So with the help of two equations and two unknowns, if you solve this equation, we find out Ca and Cb. So now we have the values of Ca and Cb and C. All these three values are available. So now we can able to calculate molar fraction. So what is molar fraction? So molar fraction for the species A is equal to Xa is equal to Ca by C. Here Ca is equal to 0.03 and C is equal to, that is 0.04. So Ca by C is equal to 0.75. In the same way, molar fraction for species B, Xb is equal to Cb by C. Cb is equal to 0.01. Your C value is 0.04. So it is 0.24. So the first parameter, the first unknown parameter, that is molar fraction, is calculated here. So look at these answers. The summation rule also here validated, that is Xa plus Xb for any system is equal to 1. So Xa is 0.75, Xb is 0.25. If you add these answers, it gives 1. If you get more than 1 or less than 1, definitely the answer is wrong. Now we move on to the next parameter, the next unknown parameter, that is mass fraction. So we have to calculate the mass fraction. So what is the formula for mass fraction? So mass fraction is denoted by m star A. It is calculated by rho A by rho. So in the same way, m star B is equal to rho B by rho. So rho A means mass concentration of species A. Rho is the density of the mixture or the mass concentration of the mixture. So once again, the rho value is given in the problem itself, that is 1.2, but we don't know rho A and rho B. So how to calculate rho A and rho B, that is mass concentration of species A and mass concentration of species B, that is evaluated using the previous relationship, that is rho A is equal to 24 times of Ca, rho B is equal to 48 times of Cb. If you use that relationship here once again, so I use that relationship here, rho A is equal to 24 times of Ca, rho B is equal to 48 times of Cb. I will get rho A and rho B. So substitute it, rho A and rho values here in this equation. In this equation, you will get m star A and m star B, that is mass fraction of species A and mass fractions of species B, that is 0.6 and 0.4. M star A value is 0.6, m star B value is 0.4. Once again, check the summation rule. M star A plus m star B always equal to 1. 0.6 plus 0.4, 1. So you will get 1. If you get less than 1 or greater than 1, then the answer is incorrect, not correct. Now we move on to finding the total pressure of the system. So to find the total pressure of the system, the characteristic gas equation is to be written, that is PV is equal to MRT, if you rewrite the equation, that is P is equal to mv by RT. Here m by v is called density, so P is equal to rho by RT. So rho is called density of the mixture. So once again, the R is called characteristic gas constant. It is replaced by universal gas constant, means the equation will be rewritten as in this form, that is P is equal to rho into G by M into T. Here capital M will represents the molecular weight of the mixture. So if you substitute all the values, you will get pressure, that is 96.4 kilopascal. Here rho is density of the mixture, that is given in the problem. T is 290 Kelvin, that is also given in the problem. M is 30, that is the molecular weight of the mixture. G is universal gas constant. I substituted here in the unit of kilojoules per kilogram mole Kelvin, then only you will get this answer of 96.4 kilopascal. So we come to the end of problem number 1. So here in this problem we find out that the mass fraction and molar fraction and the total pressure for this problem. This slide shows the problem number 2. This problem also falls under the category of basics of mass transfer. Let's start. A vessel contains the binary mixture of oxygen and nitrogen with partial pressures in the ratio of 0.21 and 0.79 and the temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. The total pressure of the mixture is 1.1 bar. Calculate the following, that is molar concentration, mass densities, mass fraction and molar fraction of each species. So let's write the given data for the problem. So what are all the given data? Partial pressure ratio for oxygen, that is P of O2, that is normally P is pressure, O2 means, so that is partial pressure for oxygen, that is 0.21. Then partial pressure ratio for nitrogen, that is P of N2 is equal to 0.79. Then the temperature of the mixture is 15 degrees Celsius, kindly converted into Kelvin, that is it will give 288 Kelvin. Then the total pressure of the mixture, that is 1.1 bar, it is also converted into Newton per meter square, that is 1.1 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Now we move on to calculate each unknown parameters that is to be asked to find out, that is molar concentration, mass densities, mass fractions and molar fraction of each species. Let's start. So the first parameter we have to find molar concentration. So what is molar concentration? So the molar concentration means, as per the definition, the number of moles per unit volume in the mixture. So as per this formula we have to calculate. So as per the previous discussion, we know the molar concentration have three formulas, that is Ca can be calculated using rho A by Ma, that is the one formula. Then the second formula from summation rule, that is C is equal to Ca plus Cb, that is one more formula. Then the last formula is Ca is equal to Pa by Gt, that is one more formula is available. So which formula is very much suitable here means we use the formula Pa by Gt, that is here I find the molar concentration for oxygen using the formula pressure of the oxygen divided by Gt. So we know the partial pressure is given in the problem, that's why we are using this formula. So 0.21 into 1.1 into 10 power 5, this is 10 power 5, kindly notified, this is 10 power 5, it is not 105, it is 10 power 5. Then this is 8314, that is universal gas constant into 288. So this will give the molar concentration for oxygen. So in the same way, if you calculate it for nitrogen, so P of N2 by Gt, so that is 17.79 into 1.1 into 10 power 5, that is the total pressure divided by 8314 and the temperature. So we will get the molar concentration for the another species, that is called nitrogen. So the first term is over, that is molar concentration is over. Now we move on to the next parameter, that is mass density. So how to calculate mass density? In most of the problems the mass density is calculated using the relationship rho A, so that is equal to Ca into Ma. So that is the only formula available for calculating the mass densities. So using the formula, rho of O2 is equal to m of O2 into C of O2. So m of O2 represents molecular weight of the oxygen. C of O2 will represents the molar concentration of the oxygen. So this C of O2 is already found out in the previous step. M of O2, that is molecular weight of oxygen. From the basics we know 2 oxygen molecules, that is the molecular weight is 32. So if you multiply the term, you will get the mass density for the oxygen. Next we have to find the mass densities of nitrogen, that is m of N2 into C of N2. Here m of N2 is the molecular weight of nitrogen. So for 2 nitrogen molecules its value is 28 into C of N2, it is calculated earlier, that is 0.0363. so if you multiply both the terms you will get this answer of, that is the mass density for nitrogen. Next we have to find the unknown parameter, that is mass fraction for the oxygen and the mass fraction for the nitrogen. So the mass fraction for the oxygen is found out by using the formula, that is mass concentration of the oxygen divided by mass concentration of the mixture. To evaluate the mass concentration of the mixture, the formula is shown in this slide. So the mass concentration of the mixture rho is equal to the mass concentration of the oxygen plus mass concentration of the nitrogen. So that will give the mass concentration of the mixture. Next, the mass fraction is for the oxygen is evaluated by, that is the mass concentration of the oxygen divided by mass concentration of the mixture. So it will give the value of 0.233. It is the mass fraction of oxygen. In the similar way, we have to find the mass fraction for the nitrogen. So now you check once again the summation rule. If you add these two things, you will get the answer of 1. If you get lesser or greater than 1, definitely the answer is not correct. Next we have to find the unknown parameter, that is molar fraction. So here we have to find the molar fraction for both the oxygen and nitrogen. So if you want to find the molar fraction, we must know the molar concentration of the mixture. So the molar, as per the summation rule, the molar concentration of the mixture is equal to the molar concentration of the oxygen plus the molar concentration of the nitrogen. So we know these two parameters. So if you add these two things, we will find out the molar concentration of the mixture. Its value is equal to 0.046 kilogram mole per meter cube. Next we move on to molar fraction for the oxygen. So what is the molar fraction for oxygen? How it is find out? It means using this formula, XO2 is equal to CO2 by C. So we already know the C of O2 value, it is 0.00965, and also we know that is the molar concentration of the mixture. So we will get X of O2. In the similar way, X of N2 is calculated. So if you add, once again add these two things, you will get the value of 1. So once again check it. If you get it less than 1 or greater than 1, then the answer is not correct. So we come to the end of the problem 2. So with the help of these two example problems, you understand the basic concepts of mass transfer, which are related to the concepts velocities, concentrations and other fluxes. Now we come to the end of lecture 3. In this lecture we solved the basic problems which are related to mass transfer. In the next lecture we have to discuss about fixed law of mass transfer, and we have to derive general mass diffusion equation for stationary systems.